Good morning, Class 1. Happy Friday. It is the end of our second week of online learning, and I just want to say how proud I am of all of you for all of the hard work that you've been doing. Pedro and I were unbelievably impressed with the English work that we saw yesterday and how you all attempted to use all of the features of instructional writing in your instructions for Pedro yesterday. We saw lots of imperative verbs, bossy verbs. We saw everybody had included a title, you'd numbered the steps, you made sure that your letters were sat on the line. It was just a fantastic piece of work by everybody, and we are really proud of you. And Pedro's super excited because today is the day he gets to make his tuna sandwich. So I will try and upload a picture later today of Pedro making his sandwich because I'm sure you all will want to see how he gets on. In today's lesson, we are going to be learning to make simple predictions. Now, we've made predictions in Class 1 before. You should all know what a prediction is. Pause the video now and tell a grown-up what is a prediction. So that's what you think it is. Okay, well, we'll tell Class 1 and see if they agree. Okay, sorry Class 1, Pedro was just telling me what he thought a prediction was. Pedro thinks a prediction is when we make a guess. So we might predict what the weather is going to be like tomorrow. We might predict what we're going to have for dinner tonight. You're making a guess using the information that's provided. So that's what Pedro thinks. Give him a big thumbs up if you think he's correct. If you're not sure if he's correct, give him a little wavy hand and then maybe he could explain some more another time. Now, as our theme is polar explorers this term, and Pedro is from Antarctica, I allowed Pedro to choose what our key text was going to be this term. Now, in today's lesson, I'm going to be showing you the front cover of that key text, and you're going to be making some predictions. You're going to be predicting what you think the story is going to be about, and you're also going to be retrieving some information, looking for information on the front cover of the book, and seeing if you can identify what information you need. So let's explore these ideas together. So before I show you the front cover of our key text for this term, the book that we're going to be reading together and learning about, I wanted to go through an example with you. So this is just a book that Pedro and I have chosen to show you how we can identify the features that we need in today's lesson. The first thing that I need you to identify is the title of the book. So have a look at this front cover. Pedro and I are going to have a look together now. Okay, do you think you know what it is? Yeah, I agree. Right, let's check with Class 1. Looking at the front cover of this book then, I can identify that the title of the book is called The Little Boat. Now I want to write my answer. I don't need to write it in a full sentence, I just need to record the title. So let's do that on the board together. So now I'm going to record my answer, and the title is Little finger space boat. So the title of the story was Little Boats. I've made sure that my letters are sat on the line and that I've used a clear finger space. And if I wasn't sure about how to spell Little Boats, I could use the front cover of the book to help me. That's right, an author is the writer of the story. They have written the story. The illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. But we're looking at who the author is. So have a look at the front cover of the book. I'm going to look with Pedro now. Let's see if we can identify the author of the storybook, Little Boat. Okay, so you think it's... yeah? Well done. Right, let's tell Class 1. The author of the storybook is Thomas Doherty, and we can see that it's written underneath the title. We just need to explore when we're looking at the front cover of a text to try and find the name of the author. Sometimes the author and the illustrator are written on the front cover of the book, but the author is always written first and the illustrator is always written second. Right, let's write our answer on the board together. The last thing I want you to do is to predict what you think the story is going to be about by using the information on the front cover to help you. So that's the pictures and the title and everything that you can see. I'm going to ask Pedro to make a prediction about what he thinks this story is going to be about. Why don't you have a go too? Let's pause the video now and predict what we think this story might be about. Okay. Yeah, okay, well I'll share that with Class 1 and we'll see what they think. Well done, Pedro. Now I'm going to start Pedro's sentence with the sentence stem I think, but again I need a capital letter at the beginning of my sentence. So I need a capital I, and I need a finger space. I think it is about a boat going Now, and I've put a full stop at the end of my sentence to show that my sentence is finished. I could extend my sentence by removing the full stop and using the conjunction because. And then I could explain why I think the story is about a boat going on an adventure. So Pedro could extend his sentence and say, I think it is about a boat going on an adventure because I can see a boat on the front cover of the book and it looks like it's travelling across the sea. Then he would use a full stop at the end of his sentence to show that his sentence had finished. Now we've had a look at how to make a prediction and how to identify the author and the title on the front cover of the book, I would like you to have a go at doing this with our core text. I'm going to show you the front cover of our book now. So this is the front cover of our new storybook. So you might want to pause the video now so that you can have a look at it. I have attached a picture of the front cover to your worksheet for today. So look carefully. You need to identify the title of the book. You need to identify the author of the book, and then you need to predict what you think this story is going to be about. Now, I can't wait to hear your predictions. Make sure you use the information and the pictures that you can see on the front cover to help you, and I would like to see you writing your predictions. Please try and explain why you've made your predictions. So just like Pedro did on the board, you try and use the conjunction because. So I think this, and then explain why using the conjunction because. I can't wait to hear what your predictions are, and I'm really excited to start reading this book with you next week. Have a lovely weekend, Class 1, and I will see you very soon. Bye.